Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology. In today's video, we will talk about the planetary positions in the month of August 2024. We will look at some possible major events and shakeups that can happen in this month due to these planetary placements. Now, this is the planetary position as on 15th August 2024. It will also be the Independence Day in India on this day. Now, the first planetary position that I want you to look at is there is a conjunction of Jupiter and Mars at exact 22 degrees in the sign of Taurus. Uranus is also there, but Uranus is not at 22 degrees. So this is an exact conjunction of Jupiter and Mars in an earth sign of Taurus. Now, when Jupiter and Mars are conjunct in the sign of Taurus, it is a good thing for the financial markets and the stock markets. The stock markets can go up in this time period. But Mars also represents the earth element. Sign of Taurus represents the earth element. And with Jupiter and Mars at the exact same degree, this can trigger an earthquake, especially in the west coast regions of USA or the western parts of India, such as Gujarat, Maharashtra. Now, because Uranus is involved here, there will be an element of suddenness also when the earthquake happens. One more thing to note is that Saturn is retro at 23 degrees, which is very close to the 22 degrees of Jupiter and Mars. And this makes the possibility of an earthquake stronger during this time period. So on the positive side, the financial situation will be good, the markets may go up, but there is also a strong probability of an earthquake in the western regions of India as well as the west coast regions of United States of America. The next combination I want you to look at is that Pluto and Sun mutually aspect each other. You can see that Sun is in the sign of Cancer or Kark and Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn. Sun is at 28 degrees in the sign of Cancer, whereas Pluto is at 5 degrees, but it is still a mutual aspect. And within 1 day or 2 days, Sun will definitely transit into its own sign of Leo. But Pluto mutually aspecting Sun shows possibilities of political assassination attempts. So some politician in the United States may face a political assassination attempt. Why? Because for United States, it is the Sagittarius ascendant and this mutual aspect of Pluto and Sun is happening in the 2-8 axis. So the attack on Donald Trump was not the last one. There is still a possibility of another major political assassination attempt on one of the politicians in United States of America is what this combination shows. Also because Sun represents government, Sun represents power, Sun represents people in authority and Pluto represents destruction followed by rebirth. It means lot of hierarchical structures, old regimes can undergo a big change in this time period. They can be completely shattered. Governments in certain countries may completely dissolve and a new structure may come up because of this mutual aspect. The third combination to look at is the conjunction of Neptune and Rahu in the sign of Pisces. Both are now present in the Uttar Bhadrapad Nakshatra, which is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is also retrograde right now. Now the sign of Pisces, as I explained earlier, represents water bodies. It represents oceans, it represents rivers, and Neptune also represents water, oil, gas industry. Rahu represents amplification, illusion, Maya, obsessive desires, Rahu expands the significations of the planet it comes in contact with. So when it comes in contact with Neptune, this being the ocean or this being river bodies, it increases the possibility of floods, especially in the northwest regions of India or the northwest regions in this world for any country. Now, because Neptune is with Rahu in the sign of Pisces, the prices of crude oil, gas will go up during this time period. Now, Pisces is actually a sign of liberation, it is a sign of leaving things. And Rahu is of the exact opposite nature. Neptune also represents magic, illusion. Rahu also represents smoke, Maya, which means that during this time period, people are trapped with material desires. They are not able to leave their material desires easily. And on the world front, there is a sense of confusion because of this conjunction. This conjunction can create a lot of religious disharmony across the world. Lastly, on this date, let us look at the planets which are at 6-8 positions from each other. So you can see Sun is 6th from Saturn, Saturn is 8th from Sun, which indicates a Shadashtak Yoga between the common people and the government. So this is a time when protests can increase across the world. Now you can see one more Shadashtak, that is of Jupiter, Mars and Uranus with the moon. So that also indicates emotional outbursts among the people in different countries, especially the Western world. There is also a 6-8 relationship between Sun and Moon in this time period, which means the mind and the soul are not in synchronization in this time period. You should be careful if you are taking any major decisions in this time period. Your decisions could go wrong. Similarly, there is a 6-8 relationship between Saturn and Ketu. Saturn is in Aquarius, Ketu is in Virgo, which shows many people will lose their jobs or employment in this time period, especially in the United States of America, because United States of America has the Sagittarius ascendant, and this Shadashtak is occurring in the 310 axis for United States. Ketu is about leaving things, getting separated, and in the 10th house for the United States, a Shadashtak with Saturn shows that many people will lose their jobs in this time period. The last Shadashtak is of Venus, Mercury with Neptune and Rahu. Now this is actually a better Shadashtak. It shows an improvement in the stock markets. It also shows stock prices will rise. And if you see this Venus Mercury conjunction, it is also a Lakshmi Narayan Yoga, which is happening in the 4th house for India. And that is a good thing for the progress of India. So in this time period, the financial markets in India will increase, and that is a good thing for the country. So overall, the month of August is not really that bad. There are certain planetary combinations we need to be careful about, which I have explained earlier. But overall, if you see, the month of August is not really that bad. Now, Jupiter, Mars, Uranus conjunction in the sign of Taurus can indicate an amplification of the Russia-Ukraine war, as well as the Israel-Hezbollah-Hamas war. This is already going on, and there are chances of massive escalation happening in this month of August. That is the only bad thing. But for countries like India, the planetary positions are not really that bad. They are good, and India will do well in this time period. For the Western countries, especially United States of America, UK, Canada, Australia, These placements do indicate a lot of religious conflicts, disputes over religious matters, political assassinations, and disturbance between the government and the common people. So, the Western world and the Middle East will mainly be impacted by these planetary positions in the month of August. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that the Neptune Rahu conjunction in Pisces shows a lot of cyber attacks, cyber frauds happening during this time period. So, friends, I'll conclude this video here. If you want to reach out to us, you can email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com or reach us through our website astroseva.tripod.com. So, friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Take care and stay safe.